I know long ago, probably 7 or 8 years ago, maybe even a little bit more, I had an idea. I wanted to write a play that took place in a town, the story of a person and a life beginning, a life ending. Whatever it is, it's a pretty good picture of consciousness as I know it. I wanted to write something that was a statement about what life feels to me on Earth. I started it wanting to write about a little town. I had a notion of a mechanic and a cop and a librarian were the three people, and originally as kind of a chorus that wasn't really working for me, so I kind of reconfigured things with just these people in the town doing what they do.
I think my impressions of reading it is that I thought it was hilarious, and I found it deeply moving because it, covers birth and death and that long bit in between. The play to me is about the ordinary people who live in a town called Middletown, who are experiencing what it's like to be in the middle of everything.
Here I am backstage, just hearing the words and enjoying them nightly with the audience's reactions. You sort of get to relish the play when you hear people enjoying it every night. And meeting some of these people of the town, specifically like John Dodge or the librarian. I think in this play in particular, the characters are so honest in who they are, and sort of what they're thinking is probably what they're gonna say. and I think there are a lot of times that Mary is sort of like, oh, okay, this is where I am. These are the people that I'm getting to know, and maybe it encourages her to be more honest with where she is as well.
I like Will's language. I think it's very meticulous and very witty. The houses have always been a key component in various forms as we've worked on the design. I was trying to sort of ride that line between a particular town and a particular place and time, and let it be sort of every town in the middle of the US. I hope that we've succeeded in sort of being open enough and still creating, a sort of language.
The guy I play has no blueprint for how to even grow up, because he never had a dad and his mom wasn't really the best. The impetus and the willingness is there, the potentiality to grow is there, but he simply doesn't know how to begin. Many of the scenes are about people kind of who run into each other on their way to somewhere else, and it's been helpful to think of, oh right, that it should feel like this. This is a play that talks about huge issues in such a wonderfully fun and playful and also, heartbreaking and devastating way. And I definitely feel more of an obligation, I think, with this piece. I mean, I think this is a really true piece of art.
It's funny, it's an incredibly special thing. So being in the middle of rehearsals and previews and making little changes. And then in another way, it's sort of exactly like life if you really sit down and think about life. You want to make a play that makes people feel things deeply and think about things deeply, and different people will respond different ways to different things. I just want everything to sound like what people are, which is, I think it's a brilliant thing to be a human being.